Johnnie Thomason here. It's the Community Information Interview. It's been a great week. Trust you're going to be having a great and blessed weekend. In the studio today we have Pastor Walter Chick McGill. How are you, sir?
I'm as good as an old man gets.
Well, that's cool. Now, we had a phone call and then we got emails saying that you were coming to the fine city of Amarillo.
That's a fact.
And you have a huge journey. You've already been miles and miles and miles, and you've got miles and miles and miles to go forward.
Well, actually, I just completed 2,006 miles today.
Now we're talking walking.
Every step of the way, walking.
Okay, and that's the key right there. We're talking about walking across America, or walking coast to coast.
That's it. And I'm 68 years old, so this is not like some spring chicken running around.
68 years old, and you're a pastor in.
I'm a pastor. I've been in the ministry about 27 years.
There we go.
And I'm a Vietnam veteran.
Okay, Vietnam veteran. Thank you. I know a lot of people say that they better. If they don't, they need some. I'll talk to them about it. But we greatly appreciate your service then in that army, and we greatly appreciate your service in the army you're in now.
Well, that's where I belong.
Amen. Now tell us about this journey, and tell us, I mean, is that something you prayed about? Is this something the Lord called you to do, or just how did this come to fruition?
It is very unique. I was actually sampling the homeless lifestyle. The Lord had wanted me to get in touch with what the homeless have to go through, and I was actually out in Arizona in the desert, sleeping in a tent, and midnight, I wake up, and the Lord's talking to me about walking across America. And it just throws me, you know. I'm thinking, am I really hallucinating, or is this the Lord speaking? Because I'm an old man, you know. And so he sort of leaves me alone. I go back to sleep. And then the second night, wakes me up at midnight again. He says, I want to talk more about this walk across America.
Wow.
So I said, I thought we settled that last night, you know. We need to get a Tim Tebow or somebody, you know, a good athlete to do this. He just left me alone. The third night, midnight again. Now, this is not a coincidence. You're not waking up at midnight every 3 nights in a row. So I'm not hallucinating. The Lord's talking to me, and he says, you are the one to do this walk across America. So I just said, not my will, but thine be done. And he says, my grace is sufficient. And I started planning, and it was about 1.5 years of planning the route, getting my wife back from Uganda. We're missionaries to Uganda. Had to get her back and get everything prepared, get a car, a pace car, and get a motorhome to sleep in. A lot of preparations.
Sure. And so, y'all drive the car and the motorhome, or I mean, how does it work?
Well, we have, the motorhome is stationed at churches.
Gotcha. Okay.
Every 100 to 150 miles.
Right.
Because those things really like to eat the gas.
Oh, yeah.
And so we park them, and then we have a station wagon that's got a full graphics wrap on it.
Right.
Sort of gives our message. And my wife, Barbara, drives that car. She takes me to the walk sites. I walk 14, 15, 16 miles, probably averaging about 15 miles a day.
Wow.
She picks me up. Of course, she supports me during the walk.
Sure.
Picks me up, and then we go eat, and then get back to the motorhome, get to bed early, so I can get some rest and get up real early, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, and out again.
And get after it again.
That's right.
Wow. Now, something interesting happened. You were looking at Amarillo, and it wasn't like you can't just walk through. Something happened.
Well, you know, Amarillo is really unique. In fact, I'll wind up walking 55 miles around Amarillo.
Wow.
The most in any city in this country so far, and probably for the whole walk.
Wow.
And the reason is that Texas 335, called the Loop, encircles the city. And it came to me through inspiration. If I could get some people to walk with me, it'd be great. If not, I'll just walk around the city and blow the trumpet.
There you go.
Give the trumpet a certain sound and just bring all the walls down.
That's cool.
And get the victory in Amarillo.
Wow. Okay, now today's Friday morning at 8 o'clock. We're pre-recording this, by the way, but actually you're out walking right now someplace.
That's it. That's it. I'm starting at 8 o'clock a.m. on Friday.
Okay.
And I'm starting from Amarillo Boulevard and Texas 335 Loop, heading north and then east.
Okay.
And finishing up at Fritz Highway.
Gotcha.
Then on the following Monday,
So Monday the 8th.
Yeah, I'm going to take Saturday and Sunday off.
Mm-hmm.
Monday the 8th, we'll pick it up at Fritz Highway at
Okay.
8 o'clock a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start south and turn west and
Mhm.
end at Washington Street,
Good. Okay. Wow.
you know? And then that's another 15 miles.
Okay.
And then on Tuesday morning,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to pick it up from there at 8 o'clock, and we'll go west and then north back to our starting point at Amarillo Boulevard and the Loop.
Wow.
And then I'm going to continue on. If the walkers fall off there, I'll continue west on Old 66 for a few more miles.
Okay. Wow. And then you're gonna. Okay. Now tell us where you started and where you're ending up.
Okay, the walk actually started in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina.
Okay.
Kill Devil Hills.
Killed. No.
I
That's,
like that Kill
yeah,
Devil part.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then I'm ending in Santa Monica, California.
Okay.
I figured, you know, we have that Kill Devil part to begin the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the last, the devil's going to want to kill me, so we're just going to have a good sermon ready for good old liberal California.
That's wonderful. I love that. Tell us now. Look, people you can follow him where they're at. I've looked at your website, and you have like tons of reports. News stations are following you, and you post all the interviews on that website. Tell us about that website.
Well, the best thing to do is just go to walkingcoasttocoast.com. Be sure you use a numeral 2.
Yeah.
walkingcoast2coast.com.
Perfect.
And you can find everything there, blogs, Facebook, the whole works. And my wife keeps it updated almost daily.
Right, and that's cool. Now here lately, you've had some pretty cold weather. How do you deal with that?
Well, Texas didn't kiss me very sweetly, I tell you.
I know, man.
And Oklahoma sort of drove me out, you know. We had a snowstorm over in Oklahoma.
Oh,
Then as I was leaving Oklahoma, a pit bull attacked me. So I said, goodbye, Oklahoma.
yeah.
Then I get into Texas, and the north wind just started bearing down on me.
Yeah.
So, you know, but you know, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and
Mm-hmm.
the Lord has made a way. I have plenty of clothes. I have a snowsuit if I need it,
Mm-hmm.
and a ski mask, and I don't let the cold weather deter me.
That's
Now, if
good.
it snows and we get ice, I don't want to slip around and break an ankle or something.
Well, sure.
But and if it rains real hard, I sort of stay out of that. But
Other than that, you
other than
just,
that, I'm out there and I'm saluting every vehicle that I see.
wow.
I'm carrying the American
Carrying
flag.
the American flag, right?
Carrying the American flag. In fact, as far as I know, this will be the first American flag in history hand carried by a veteran coast to coast.
Wow. So there's a whole lot of things going on here.
A whole lot of things
A whole
going
lot
on.
of things.
A real old man. I'm one of the oldest men to ever do this. I
Wow.
might be probably the oldest veteran, and you know, maybe the first veteran pastor
Wow.
combination. And so there's a lot of things going. And I didn't tell you really what the
The
cause,
vision or the cause,
the
exactly.
cause.
You go right ahead. We have about 2 minutes left.
The actual cause is I'm promoting a new birth of freedom and integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Catch that new birth. You know, Jesus told us you must be born again.
That's right.
Promoting a new birth of freedom and integrity in America, calling attention to the 10 Commandments, the Golden Rule, and our nation's founding documents. Those are no-brainers, folks.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to get God back in the stadium and get him as head coach.
Well, I agree. I mean, we couldn't agree with you more there. It's kind of cool, though. You started kind of over in the east, and I don't know how liberal or conservative or whatever.
Oh, we've been in the banana belt. I mean, the Bible belt. It's like the banana belt, but
Yeah.
we've been in the Bible belt the whole time. And I tell you what,
Mhm.
people have been great. Hundreds and hundreds of people. And but we're sliding over toward an area that's going to be
Right.
just a real challenge for us.
Right, and when you do, you know, you just keep doing what you're doing.
Well, you know what? They say I've got a good smile. Now,
Yeah.
you can't see me on the radio, but just
Right.
come out there to the Loop and find me and you'll see my big smile.
There it is. And so you'll be starting your walk every morning at 8 o'clock.
Every morning at 8 o'clock, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday.
And Tuesday.
Join
And
me anywhere on the Loop.
Right, and that'll be posted on your website as well.
I think
Or
so.
the Facebook page or
Well,
something.
you can't miss me. I've got the
Right.
neon orange
Mhm.
shirt on
Right.
with the website, the American flag. I'm saluting everybody. Just fall in line. Let's march together and take Amarillo for the Lord.
Have you had anybody, or through your journeys, people walk with you? I mean,
We've had a few of those cases.
it's kind of hard to get, people invited, but since you're going to do a loop here, then
Well,
come
I'm
on, folks.
I'm going to be in town long enough to where somebody ought to be able to find a mile here and a mile there.
There you go. So he's inviting anybody that's a believer, any Christian wants
Well,
to come
I'll
out.
invite anybody that's not a
Anybody.
believer, and we'll just talk about the Lord
There
anyway.
you go. So anybody interested in this can check you out. Anyway, it's Walking Coast, the number 2 coast.com.
That's it.
Well, thank you and God bless y'all. Have a blessed time.
I really, I'll be praying for Amarillo. I hope that everybody in Amarillo receives the blessing of the Lord as a result of this national walk across America.
Well, thank you. We receive that. I'll just receive it for everybody.